Hi everyone, I'm Diana Bishop. I'm an editor here at Content Boost. Today I'm here at the Content Marketing Crash Course. Today I'm joined by Leonora and she's going to tell us all about her new business.
Yeah, hello. Hi, thanks for having me on.
Of course, absolutely. So why don't you just give us, like a 30-second briefing all about your new business?
Yeah, so my business is called Wellbeing in Your Workplace, and we are bringing corporate wellness programs to businesses. We are helping them improve not only the health and well-being of their employees, but also retention of employees, team building, focus and productivity. And there's a huge amount of research that shows when companies invest in corporate wellness, it improves their bottom line as well, which is, what a lot of businesses are focused on.
Absolutely. That sounds great. I think that's so important in workplaces today, in the office, in the corporate field. So
yes.
do you have any tips? What are your strategies? How do you go about improving the office space?
Yeah, so we're mainly offering corporate wellness seminars, but also as part of a bigger strategy. With the more comprehensive strategy, we go in and we do a health needs assessment in the business to find out where the problems are with health. In some businesses, it's a problem that a lot of people smoke. In another business, stress is a problem. So kind of going in and figuring out exactly what it is that's going on in that business that is a health concern, and then offering solutions to that. And it's, that may be linking them up with gym providers. It may be suggesting healthy eating programs, or it may be us going in and delivering corporate wellness seminars. And we're also offering one-to-one health coaching for at-risk employees.
Wow, that's really great.
Yeah.
What would you say is the biggest health challenge that you find in these businesses?
Well, we're mainly targeting businesses that employ a lot of professionals. And in that kind of demographic, stress and burnout are the biggest problem, really. And, there was a survey showing that in CEOs, 96% of them reported that they were on the verge of burnout, which is a huge, huge problem.
Yes,
and
definitely.
So stress management has been our most popular program so far, and we go in and do a 45-minute or a 3-hour seminar, workshop, and give people really actionable strategies so they can go away and get started managing their stress. That one of the events that I did, one person ran up to me at the end and said, "I'm going to join a gym right now. I'm not waiting." And 2 people kind of said, "I always finish with a meditation at the end of the program. Have to sneak it in at the end." And a couple of people, one of them came up and said, "That was so amazing. I've never thought of trying meditation, but I'm going to go and learn to meditate." So that's just great. I love it when that happens.
That is great. Like, you're helping so many people, and it sounds like they're definitely very inspired to change their ways. So what would you mentioned meditation, but what are some other ways that you help people solve stress in the workplace?
Well, the first place to start with managing stress is identifying sources of stress. So what is it that causes stress in you? Those things that trigger it. Some of those things you can change. Sometimes people are sitting on a problem that is causing them stress that they could actually do something about. But sometimes the source of stress is something that a person can't change. And then they have to learn to change how they respond to stress, because stress is really bad for your health and well-being and your productivity and performance. So if it's something that they can't actually change, then teaching them stress management techniques. We talk about building a stress management toolkit of several things that work for them to help them manage stress. And managing stress, just as stress is very personal, managing stress is very personal. What works for one, it may be massage for one person. For another person, I had a guy on a webinar recently and he said, "My stress management thing is riding my motorbike," which for most people would be very stressful. But for him, that was the thing that did it. So
you really take it and personalize it. And it sounds like you get really engaged with your customers. So you said you do a lot of seminars and in person. Is there any other way that you try to reach out to your customers and gain more engagement?
We're just about to start doing a webinar series. So that will allow people who are not local to us to experience what we're offering. So that's pretty much it at the moment. We are doing a lot of networking, going out and meeting businesses, coming to events like today, and I've met some great people today.
Oh, that's great. That's so good to hear.
Yeah.
So speaking of the event, is there anything that you learned today that you're going to put forward in your marketing strategy? Is anything, with different digital channels? I know you said webinar, but is there anything else you're thinking of integrating?
Well, it's something that I've been doing for a long time, but have kind of been neglecting recently, is blogging.
Okay.
And, blogging was talked about today and why it's such an important part of the strategy.
Yeah.
So I think today's really helped me realize that I need to be blogging more consistently, and then how I need to promote that to, through my social networks to get it out there. So I think for me, personally, the biggest take home was the blogging.
Yep.
And also promoting it. I think my best avenue for promotion is probably LinkedIn out of all the social networks.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be focusing on LinkedIn rather than Facebook and Twitter. So
I think that sounds like a great strategy, especially implementing LinkedIn. That's great for corporate. I think that you're on a really good road, and this was so great talking with you today, Leonora. That's all we have time for. I'm Diana Bishop. Thanks for watching. That's all.